Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Arukah, Kodash. Double honor to the apostles, bishops, elders, great millstone, be well and teach well. Shalom to all the sincere Akim, pushing truth, holding faith throughout the four corners of the earth. While Shalom to the sisters and sisters, the Akim, from this land, and being obedient to husband and home, as well as some one-third scattered abroad, say Shalom. Come back at you with another lesson, Lord willing, y'all society, so let's be edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Arukah. In this video or lesson I'm going to, basically like a spiritual rant, a spirit jumped on me. Do a lesson on being, not being accepted, in this world, it's a blessing. Or being separate or being separated, something along that lines from this world, it's actually a blessing, man. Not following, and it's gonna be a quick one. Lord willing, be edifying as well, but not following the trends of Jake, the trends of if you're Eve, a woman having hundreds of bodies and things of that nature, or being whored out or whatever, or pimped out. For Jake not being a drug dealer and smoking weed and all manners of evil. All the way down to getting hairlines, eating unclean foods, eating abominable foods. That's a blessing, man. People especially, that remind me, especially with the food situation. Your relatives, backed up, a lot of traffic. Your relatives, man, especially with the food, they'll look at you, they'll look at you like you're a demon, They'll look at you like you're a demon, like, that, like, Satan, has possessed you to make this, and in the eyes in which they see an evil change, man. But it's really, a blessing, man. As the scriptures say, for the elect are obtained, and the rest were blinded, man. It says, what then? Have the elect not have obtained what they seek it for? Or if it paraphrase, no, but the elect have obtained it, but the rest was blinded. So 2/3 of our people, even down to our relatives, man, which our family members are who? Our family members is our brothers, man. The brothers in this truth, man. And the sisters that, believe, the few sincere sisters that truly believe, man. But that's really a blessing, being separated from the trends and the doctrines and the fashion of this world, man, because we know, as the scriptures say in 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, the fashion of this life or the fashion of this world passeth away, man. It's going to get burnt up, with fervent heat, man. So being out of tune, as far as with the fashions and the tunes and the, partaking in the another thing is these high pagan days, man. Your family, they ain't worrying about nothing else, but they expecting, you to pop up for Christmas and shit, man, Thanksgiving and shit, man. Now you ain't come, you the talk of the family, man. You know how Jake get first. Oh, it's nice, it's good to see you. You seeing different family members. Then, whether you there or not, if you there. You definitely gonna be the talk of it, man. It's always gonna shift to what you not doing or what you used to do and why you not doing this and all this. I don't believe it, and I heard they do this and they, But it is what it is, man. That's a part of carrying and bearing your cross, man. Being out in tune with your family members or so like your relatives, because they are the real demons. They are the real evil people, man. Evil ones, man. They are the real ones with their eyes blinded, man. and following after the ways of Satan, following after the ways of Esau, celebrating these high pagan days, eating all these unclean foods, which majority of brothers, when you first come in the truth, you tell them anyway, man. Because, that's just how the Lord set it up, man. I know I did. I know a lot of other brothers did as well. When they joined, the Lord brought them into the fold, man. You get so hot, you just want to tell everybody, man. So you tell your mama, you tell your daddy, your brothers, your sister, or whatever, man. However that may be. Papa, your mama. And 9 times out of 10, they reject it, man. But they not rejecting you. They rejecting, Yahweh Shema Shai. The world will love his own if you were, of the world, if you were a part of it, man. But since, we're not a part of the world, since we're not of this world, we're only in it, then what? The world hated us, man. But know that it hated Yahweh Shema Shai first. So I just wanted to make that quick point. Being separated or even the feeling of being you're not in touch with the rap songs or this gang or whatever, this, and it's just the foolishness and the effery, man. That's a blessing, man. You're not in tune with this newest trend, this newest slang. Now everybody want to say twin or all this. That's a blessing, man. You're not in tune with this dang on rap gossip and she, F this rapper and whatever, man. All the stuff, that Jake push or Jake put their time and energy to, and all the things that Esau Edom pushes to our people, man. Which two-thirds, they get hooked on that type of entertainment, man. They get hooked on in that type of life. Always looking for the next trend, looking for the next gossip, and nah, man. We looking for the next prophecy. That's a video. Not looking for the next gossip before the next prophecy, man. We not worried about who did this and what rapper did that and all this foolishness, man. We're looking at, prophecies come to pass, man. These data centers being built, man. The IOB infrastructure being built, man. The new laws that the EU just passed with the chat rule, man. Being able to go into your chats and look at them, man. Yeah, that's lawful, man. These are the things that we are paying attention to, and we're looking at, so we don't get caught being unaware, man. But in it all, for 2/3 of our people, man, who are affiliated or with the things of this world and follow the fashions and really, which goes into worshiping the image of the beast, man, wanting this place to continue and following after the ways of the whore, Babylon the Great, which is America, then they through, man. Y'all are going to be thrown into the lake of fire, man. And then you're going to wake up through Hebrew Huggies, man, through the elect. And you're going to live with, everlasting shame. But you're going to be good, though. But you're going to know, damn. I was listening to and following some dumb stuff, man. Why didn't I listen, man? You're going to be telling yourself that then every day, man. But since Yahweh Shema Shai has blessed us and have showed, us mercy, man, take advantage of that and don't feel some type of way. Let me get on this other side. This bump hill road. Don't feel some type of way that you don't know the greatest trend, man. Or the ways of this world, the ways of men. That's a beautiful thing, man. Especially when you put majority of the time, you got work. Jake. Now Jake do some stuff like play the game, fishing, cool. Your little R&R, man. But majority of the time, especially, when you put majority of the time, man, in this truth, man, that's a beautiful thing, man. That's what the Lord, He likes. That's what the Lord is pleased with, man. Giving Yahweh Shema Shai, the first fruits, man. Your time and attention and things of that nature, man. But with that, hopefully, this, lesson, video was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Harakak, Wadash, that went to the apostles, bishops, elders, the great millstone, the rule well and teach well, and shalom to all the sincere Akim, Christian truth, holding faith all before because of the earth. Detailed Bible, Ball, Corn, Shalom.